Hey Yolda, Tenaguto, hello and welcome back to another episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. In today's video, we're mostly going to be covering building a platform out towards our sort of platform that we've built over there, as well as moving a lot of our storage. There isn't going to be anything specifically related to the mod today. We're not going to be doing research or infusion or anything like that, so if you're just here to see some cool Thaumcraft stuff, you can go ahead, stop watching the video, come back next episode. But if you're interested in the base build, then stick around, because that's what today's all about. So, but just before we get onto that, I guess there is one small thing that I discovered here in Thaumcraft. I was cooking up some steak because I went over to the cow farm, and we got some beef nuggets. I don't actually know how much these heal. I have yet to eat them, and I didn't even know these were a thing. They kind of look just like normal nuggets, but putting 9 of them in a crafting table didn't seem to make a piece of steak, so I'm guessing you can just eat them by themselves. Oh, and they eat quite quick as well. How's about that? That's actually really interesting. Okay, so that could be an interesting little food source to keep around for when you just have only a little bit to use. That's really cool. Alright then, let's get on to today's things. Most importantly, just tearing this out. It's mostly going to be a montage thing as well. So I've been doing a bit of thinking here off camera, as well as in between episodes, just doing other things in real life about how exactly I want to structure the base. And as those of you who know who've been following the series, you guys know that I want one of my levels to be on Y level 63, because that is the same level that, well, one level beneath that, and that's water. The water level, so let's see. Yeah, so that's just the main level that I want in the base, right? That's just the level that you're probably going to be spending the majority of your time on. And one of the most important things about a base is the storage room. So on our main level is going to be the storage room, and probably some crafting places as well, but I would like to emphasize that Infusion is going to be its own separate level, because Infusion is quite an important aspect of Minecraft as well, so that shouldn't just be bottled into the crafting level or whatever. So probably what we're going to do is we're probably going to do something quite similar to the Asylum, I'm thinking, where we'll have our chests sort of in the corners, and we might have some normal workbenches in the corners with those chests, and then probably in the center we'll have our arcane work table, just so that that's nice and close to the storage. Because right now what I'm having to do, here's my main storage over here, I'm having to kind of traipse across my base up towards my nodes to go ahead and do that, to craft things with the arcane workbench. Now the second level, the level beneath that, this storage level is going to be the one for nodes. We're going to be having our energized nodes there, we're going to be having unenergized nodes, we're also going to be having Project Big Node, I guess some people might call it. Of course, with the eventual goal you guys have told me is to basically have a node with all 6 primal aspects, but 100 of each aspect inside the node. And that's mainly for use with energized nodes, because I don't know if you guys have been paying too much attention. The way that energized nodes work is that when you do energize a node, the vis in the node drops significantly. And it turns out the number is actually a mathematical function, the square root of whatever whatever it was before it was energized, a non-energized node. So for example, say a node has 9 Vs in it. When you go ahead and energize that, that will become 3, because the square root of 9 is 3, so that energized node would have 3. But the ideal situation is to have an energized node with 10, so that's why we need to get an energized node with 100 of each aspect inside it. That's one of the main goals in Thaumcraft. Right, so that's pretty much the entryway sorted out. Now what we need to do is build a platform going out there, basically. I think we'll just go ahead and stick with some basic materials for nowsies. Okay, we've got ourselves a relatively decent walkway here. I actually think what we can probably do is get rid of these doors We have to move a bit quick here because nighttime is coming. I think what we can do is actually buff this wall out a little bit. That skeleton skull has been there for quite some time. Is that... Well, it came off with the pickaxe, so that's good. Gets me every time. Righto. Not sure what we're going to do with that guy. That's actually the thing that got us into the spirit tree, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. That's quite good. And maybe these plants will need to move our memory of the pain of having to go and get feathers. Okay. Hey. And you can see it giving off little effects, sort of saying, hello, you're not allowed back here. So I'd call that a massive success. How many shots does it take to kill you now? 3, 4? I guess that's what... Whoa! Hey! Get back here so they can't get across. That's really nice. And you can use these in, I guess, mob traps as well. Oh no. That's really cool. That's a working door. They'll just stand there and not be able to cross, which is really cool. So about here. Let's say the center of the base is going to be right there. Okay. Well, that gives us plenty of space that way and this way. So on the Asylum server, Season 1, what I had was my chests like this. So I had 8 in a... we'll call it a cell. I had 8 chests per cell. And I had 4 cells. No, I only had 3, I think, because on one of the other ones there was an opening, but we should be able to do 4 here. So that'll give us plenty of space to start off. I think that it could actually be quite interesting. Have the chests as their own tiny little island sort of around our main ring here. So if you haven't played vanilla Minecraft, the beauty of trap chests is that I can place them right next to normal chests because it's basically a different inventory. Normally you can't place them next to each other because I'm right clicking right now next to the trap chest, and I can't place a trap chest next to a trap chest, but I can place it next to a normal chest. So by alternating them like this, I can basically make very compact storage. I don't know if these two colours go well together. Maybe it's not going to be red clay, but no, it probably definitely won't be. I want something to be in stark contrast to the biome, because the whole point of being here in this biome was sort of to be, haha, even though it's a terrible biome for a Minecraft player to survive in, we did it. That's really what I want to be able to say about this place, so we're probably not going to use any clay. Even though I'm covered in stained clay, we probably want to get away from it, so... So now I have the paving stones of travel in my path here as well. So the idea being they will speed me up if they actually work. Which most of the time, it seems like 50-50. It's a 50-50 chance whether or not these things will actually buff you. But if you do get lucky enough to where all 4 of these do buff you, you know, you're going to get a decent speed boost. Look at that. A nice speed boost out of the gate. Okay, I am now filling up the loot chest here because I have just finished clearing out all of the chests that were over in that other corner over there before. This is the last thing that we need to do. Get these in here and we're pretty much good. Oh, actually those need to go there. Yeah, I need to sort this out, like redstone and glowstone and nether quartz and stuff. That's going to have to move. Tools are going to have to move. These things are going to have to move. Lava buckets are probably going to need to move. That is pretty much this place sort of sorted out. Yeah, there's obviously still a heap of chests in here that pretty much just contain clay and stone and other detritus that will need to happen, but yeah, for the most part, my storage room is now over there, so I think that's going to do it for this episode. It's quite a long recording session. I've probably been recording for over an hour. Haven't been talking for most of it just because a lot of the last bit there was just moving everything over here. But for next time, what we're going to be doing is getting some more iron using some of the tricks that we learned from the Thaumcraft. That's going to be really fun. And we're probably going to get some more research underway. In particular, I'm thinking that we should probably go for the Sword of the Zephyr, get ourselves a proper weapon. Hope that you guys enjoyed this little building update. This needs all still need to be worked out, but that will have to be in future episodes. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video.